Hello, beautiful people, or ugly, depends who's watching really. Today's video, we're going to break down essentially the live sales call, one of my live sales call for an offer that I was selling on. And yeah, basically just show you sort of the structure, break it down for you so you can sort of see, it'd be good for people looking to get into high ticket sales, but also, people who are in high ticket sales and maybe, at the start of your sort of journey and you're struggling with how you sort of structure calls, how you go through calls, and so on. So yeah, sort of show you how I guide, how I lead through these calls, and essentially just help the prospect come to a decision that's going to better and put them in a better position in their life essentially. So with this call, I made $400 in commissions. So you can sort of imagine you're having 4 or 5 calls a day. You're closing 1 or 2. You can sort of imagine the amount of money you can actually make with high ticket sales. Don't get me wrong, not every day you're going to make loads of money. Some days you might not even make money. But because it's high ticket and because your commissions are 10%, 12.5%, 15%, whatever it is, you can earn a very, very good sort of salary off it or commissions from it. Let's hop straight into it. So this is obviously one of my videos, literally from a couple of days ago, so June 30th, 2026. So yeah, I'm just going to basically break it down for you and just sort of see how simple it is once you know exactly what you're doing, essentially. Right, so here we go.
There we go. I believe you've obviously been chatting to Geronimo.
Yeah, I've been chatting to him on Instagram, yeah.
Nice. Did he send you over some resources to look at?
So basically, we just obviously joined the call. I like to kind of relaxed at the start of the call because bear in mind, these people probably could be quite nervous joining their first ever call, for example. They want to make a change. They know like an investment's going to come up and stuff. So I just don't want them to be like sort of nervous, sort of like, really sort of strict, harsh environments. I just kind of relax. I kind of like grab a few things and just sort of talk. Obviously before the call, he would have got sent some like videos to watch and stuff. So I'm just seeing if he has watched them, just to gauge it essentially. Because obviously if he has, then obviously he shows intent that he wants to buy essentially. And if he hasn't, then, why hasn't he essentially is obviously an issue there.
He sent me one video to watch about what he's doing and stuff like that.
Got you. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched that, just like got just of what he's like doing stuff.
Nice. Was it useful?
Yeah, it was useful just about, like what he's done and stuff and how he's like how people like scale their businesses and stuff like that and with AI.
Yeah, for sure, man. Talk to me. Why did we book in? Why were you there?
So normally I'd ask like, what's the main reason? What's the biggest reason you're sort of looking to make money online or whatever? But lately I've been trialing like, just kind of being casual with it and just be like, yeah, so, talk to me. Like, why are we sort of here? Why do we book in? And the reason being, again, if people have been on multiple calls, most people use the exact same one. What's the main reason? What's the biggest reason? So I don't want to kind of sound repetitive. So yeah, I kind of just chill with it, kind of, just rolled off the tongue sort of thing.
Because my friend followed him on Instagram and then I just gave him a follow, then I just seen what he'd done and stuff like that, so I just shot my date. Well,
Who's your friend?
Dean.
I don't think I've had a call with anyone.
So I'm thinking, have I like already spoke to his mate? Is he inside the program, the mentorship I'm sort of selling for? But it just turned out he just followed the guy that I'm selling for. So yeah, it was nothing really.
No, he's like a music producer. He's like called Mixed by Dean on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Nice. And so you followed. So why are you looking to make money online then? So to say.
I'm just kind of tired of working 2 jobs and just want something a bit more.
So obviously that's quite a lot there, right? He's working 2 jobs. He's obviously seeing a lot of people making money online and stuff. He's grafting, working loads of hours, probably a week with 2 jobs. So then obviously I'm going to go dive into that as well then.
2 jobs?
Yeah, 2 jobs, yeah.
You too? What jobs you work?
Just
bit of curiosity, like I'm actually interested, like what 2 jobs? Like, okay, why is that? These are subtle things, but in sales, they'll go a long way. Just because you've got to think, like, you're speaking to a random person you've never met before, and I'm really curious about his sort of situation, his life, and so on. So it's like, I'm looking like I'm trying to actually, well, I am trying to help him, if anything. But like, I'm giving off that energy as well, that like, I'm genuinely interested, like, how can I actually help this guy? And yeah.
Security in the hospital and do Uber Eats.
Okay, nice. And when you say tired, is it what the hours? Like what's?
Just the hours and stuff like that I do, like per week.
How many are you doing?
Like 60 hours per week.
Oh, shit, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Little thing like that again. Sort of, saying it out loud. 60 hours a week is a lot of hours. Don't get me wrong. Probably kind of average for most people who work jobs. But like in my head then, or sort of his head, he's probably thinking like, fuck, 60 hours. Like, if he's saying that's a lot, then I am sort of working a lot of hours. So it comes to that realization. So it's good emotional sort of IQ there. And again, subtle things like this add up over the call will get him in a buying state to actually buy at the end of the call as well. So yeah, I'm just gathering a bit about his situation right now.
Or just to make like okay money.
Yeah. What's okay money for you? How much you bringing in?
Okay money, like for fucking Floyd Mayweather, that could be 100 million. For John down the road, it could be £10, right? So I want to understand what is okay money for him.
What do you say average?
I'm like working 2 jobs. I'd say after tax, especially in the UK, probably just under 4k.
Okay, are you happy with that?
Now, a lot of people probably just under 4k after tax in the UK. Like a lot of people are putting on that anyway. So, you know, it'd be easy to say like for him now, for example, like like decent money or whatever it is, right? Like some people watching this were like, oh, I said that's quite decent money. That's quite a lot of money. However, where he wants to be, he's not happy. He's not satisfied, right? So it's not okay money where he wants to be in his standards. So I'm obviously going to dig into that. I'm not just going to brush past it. So yeah, obviously I'll go into that.
Not really, because the more money you make, the more money you spend. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna.
Yeah, that's true. You do spend a lot when you make more.
Yeah.
Okay. So like you look in the mirror, the man you know you're capable of being, is that 4k a month a good reflection of that?
No, I could.
So I've targeted his identity there, right? So I've targeted, he knows he's worth more than 4k per month. Or it could even be that he makes 4k per month, but he only has to work 20 hours. Do you get what I mean? So I'm targeting his identity. And that's where you're going to sell these people on, is identity. Being someone or like making more money because he knows he's worth more. Or being his own boss because he knows he's worth more than, being his own boss, essentially, right? So I'm targeting his identity like hard here.
Probably say I could do something else and probably make more money instead of working 2 jobs that I don't really want to work. Do you know?
Yeah. How long have you been working on for?
Just a couple of years now. Yeah.
1 year or 2 years?
2 years. Yeah.
Doing 60-hour weeks for 2 years.
Again, time frames. I just want to sort of understand if he's been fed up with 2 jobs for the last 2 years, working 60-hour weeks. Why is he still in the job? Essentially, that's what I'm thinking right now.
Probably not. Probably for the last 6 months, I've been working probably 60 hours a week. But beforehand, I was just kind of working maybe a wee bit less. Maybe like
if you see like the facial expressions, like I genuinely look concerned. Like I genuinely like trying to actually figure out like shit. Like what's this guy doing? Like why is he sort of settling for sort of less for so long? And again, he will see this as well in his head. So like subconsciously, he'll be like, right, this guy actually cares a lot. Essentially, not just like some typical other guy who just wants to take his money and then run away. Essentially,
45 hours.
Okay, so we're going a lot. What are you trying to buy your time back from? Like obviously you want more time. Essentially, like it's like what is it you want to do?
Like if I was to make a lot of money and just what I want to do with my time.
But like you're tired of the job, right? Like you're tired of like working loads of hours and stuff. Like what is it you're like wanting to do? If that makes sense.
Kind of just do what you guys do with like AI and stuff and like.
shit question from me, to be fair. I'll put my hands up. I kind of assumed you wanted more time to himself and stuff, like, or like family and stuff. I didn't really ask it. I should have asked the question around it. So yeah, shit question.
Help skill people with their brands and stuff.
Yeah. I guess like obviously you've been tired of working these 2 jobs for the last 6 months, especially, but over the last.
So now I'm going into it essentially, like why, like what's holding him back, more or less. I know he's working 2 jobs, right? I know that he wants to stop that. So that's the sort of outcome. He wants to get out of that. His situation, I know it. So I want to understand now, why has he been stuck for so long, essentially?
2 years. Why are we still in the same position? Like what's like 2 years is a long time, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's a long time to. Yeah, I think I was just like kind of saving money and just putting money aside for the past 2 years and just kind of helping my mum out. I think that's just been like the main reason, and then like obviously life in between and stuff like that.
What's changed recently then for you to like want to sort of?
So in my head, like if he's been saving money, helping his mum out for the last 2 years, well, what's changed recently? Because he probably still does that anyway. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly what.
Prioritize like making money online more than.
I just see like the freedom people have and like like how many hours they work per week and the freedom they have to do what they want. You know.
So again, he's obviously mentioned about the hours he works per week, and the freedom he's seeing other people where he's stuck working 60 hours a week. But I challenge him hard here and say like, "What did you not see that 2 years ago?" Because I find it hard to believe that you haven't been seeing that for the last 2 years and you still haven't decided to do anything with it.
Did you not see that like for the last 2 years though?
No, I've been seeing it for the last 2 years and stuff like that. It's just actually finding the right guidance, I'd say.
True. Do you feel like you've not found the right guidance in 2 years? Like 2 years is a long time to like stay in a position where you don't want to be in. Do you know what I mean?
Challenging him again, essentially, right? So like, he's saying he hasn't found the right guidance, but like if a fat person wanted to lose weight and it's like them saying they can't find a gym, when in reality, if they got off their fat ass, they could probably find a gym. So just challenging him again, essentially, trying to actually find the root cause.
Yeah, I could say like over the past 2 years, my position's changed a wee bit because I've been working a lot. So I'd say I'm a wee bit better than some people in terms of like financially, but Other than
Where
that,
do you want to be at though? Because obviously, like, it's good, like, for some people and so on, but like, where you
Again, challenging him, like he's kind of like offsetting it to other people, like, oh, I've seen John make 10k per month, so I want to make 10k per month. But that's not going to get him to 10k per month if he's doing it based off seeing other people. Like for him, I want to know him, only him, essentially. So I'm challenging him again.
want to be in your standards, like what you're capable of. Like, are you where you want to be?
no, not really. No, I just want like kind of to do my own thing and just have that like financial security. That's it.
'Cause I think a lot of people, like they say, like you probably are. You're probably doing way better than most people, right? But it's like where you actually want to be in life. If you're not where you want to be, then it doesn't really matter if you're doing better than John. Do you get what I mean?
I know
It's
that's
like
fair.
it's your own standards. It's like what you're capable of. Like, deep down you're worth more than working 60 hours a week. Fucking got no time for yourself. Yeah, you're making decent money, for yourself, but it's like you're worth more essentially. You can make more. Do you know what I mean? You can have a better lifestyle essentially.
Kind of laying it on him a bit, like obviously I've been asking lots of questions, but kind of like telling it to him as well, like being quite direct with him, because obviously he's like justifying quite a lot. So I'm just like saying it to him straight. Now I think a lot of people like try to be nice and really friendly and stuff, but sometimes to help people you've got to just lay it on thick to them. So yeah, especially with this guy. So I just sort of laid it on thick to him.
That's fair.
If, like, let's say fast forward a year and you're still in the same position now, would that concern?
Right, the issue here, I didn't get the proper like objection in terms of limiting belief. I didn't get the like actual limiting belief. I sort of moved past it, and the reason being, he was kind of younger, so I knew like especially with like older people, they have like fear of taking action or and so on. But like for example, someone like him, like he went to uni, did all these other things, right? Obviously, that was on his application. Like sometimes you just get caught up in like not get caught up in life, but like his priorities were probably going out and stuff, not fucking making money online. So it's hard to actually like abstract an actual limiting belief from him. So I kind of moved on to it, but because I've got enough pain now, I feel like I know he's hurting. He doesn't want to carry on anymore like this. So I basically just went on to like cost of inaction him and having him sort of realize if he carries on this way, like where's he going to end up?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, because I probably wouldn't be happy.
Why?
If it was
Get him to justify essentially like what probably won't be happy. Why wouldn't he be happy? Get him to basically sell himself to you.
like if I'm on call, and a year later I'm still in the same position, then nothing's really changed.
Because there's loads of people out there that can help, right? Obviously, you have like loads of different niches. You have like your Amazon, your Airbnbs, your AI, all this shit. So like, what's stopped you finding someone? And just
kind of went back to the limiting belief thing as well again. Kind of circling back. I kind of want to understand like, what the fuck? Like, why you're not starting? You've known your situation is not where you want to be for the last 2 years, but you still haven't done anything about it. So I kind of circle back with it.
running with it essentially.
Because I think it was like I've always looked at what people had now instead of what they went through. And how long it took them.
Yeah.
Because like it looks like overnight success, but it really isn't.
It's definitely not. It takes time.
Yeah, and I think that's just been my main reason is to looking at other people and just looking at their success and then trying to compare that to mine. And I think I've just been stuck in a loop. I think.
So for him, it was more like comparison, basically, like thinking it'll be an overnight success, more or less. But he mentioned keyword there, stuck in a loop. So I want to understand now, right? If he's been stuck in a loop for so long, what's he left on the table? Like, what's it cost him?
For the past couple of years, I'd say.
What do you think that's cost you, being stuck in a loop?
Time, a lot of time, I'd say.
Time with who?
Again, what does time mean? Time could mean different for me, and it could mean different for John, right? So what does it mean for him?
Time with what?
I think because I like after work I don't like really doing anything as much, so I like going to the gym and probably hang out with my friends. But
so earlier on in the call, like I said, I assumed I was kind of right, but obviously I assumed too early. I should have just asked the question. Obviously with a more like A-type prospect and stuff, probably wouldn't have got away with it, but with this guy I did. So it's just little things like that. Not sort of jumping the gun, don't assume stuff, just ask questions on it. Like I did here, I found out anyway, but it's more of a case of don't rush into it basically.
After work, I kind of like do my own thing, and I haven't really worked on anything apart from working with my two main incomes. Instead of
do you feel like you're living or settling?
Just settling, I'd say.
Now I'm asking him that, right, because what he's describing to me is like he's not living a life he wants to live. So paint the picture to him. Like, are you genuinely living the life you deserve and you want to live, or are you just settling for just whatever you've been given, essentially?
Yeah, that's it. That's right.
Because it's like, obviously we described there, right? It's like you're more settling and actually living the life you want to live. Visualize the next few years, next 1 year, 2 years. If you continue to be stuck in a loop, what do you think it's going to continue to delay this for? Like, what's it going to cost you to continue to delay this?
What would cost me? Probably just I'd probably just be wasting my time if anything, to be honest. But if I was actually working something and get the right guidance, I'd say then I could
So
change.
he's obviously said then, like, if you had the right guidance again, and so on. So on this call then, I pitched heavily on like roadmap, like having a structure, having a coach with you daily, and so on. Just because I know that's the key thing he is looking for. But again, he's obviously said then he's going to be wasting more time. So, what we now 8 minutes in the call, and I'm pretty certain like I've got him now. Like I understand like what he wants, like what's been holding him back, so to say. And he knows as well deep down within himself, like he's not to the standard he's capable of being. And if he carries on, he's just going to continue to waste time. So now I want to understand like why is now going to be any different, more or less.
Change a lot.
Well, why now? Like, why not in another 6 months or like another month? Like, why now? Why is now the time
He's delayed it for 2 years. So what the fuck's any different now? Like why you want to change now?
to?
I think it's just better to be honest right now than rather than waiting. That's it.
How old are you now?
So I should have probed more on that. Like, why is it better now than waiting? Because you've waited for 2 years anyway. But because I've challenged him hard already, I didn't think to challenge him even more, because I feel like I've got him. But I asked the age because I want him to sort of realise that he is getting on. Well, he's 24, but he's still young, don't get me wrong. But that, he's going to have bills and all this stuff, right? And sort of paint that picture around his head. So, like, now is the time to take action, not carrying on waiting. Because the more you wait, the more it's going to cost you, essentially.
24.
24. Okay, so you get into the age now where it's like, I don't know if you live alone yet or anything, but you get into that point essentially, or do you?
No, I stay with my parents, just me, my dad, and my mum, but just me.
Okay, got you. So obviously it gets to the point now where it's like the next maybe year, 2 years where you move out on your own, you have more expenses, you have more bills, you have all these extra added on. It's like if you do want to get started with something, it's going to be easier to do it when you're living at home freely than to do it when you're living, maybe by yourself, all these bills, then you got the added stress of all these other things and so on. So
basically just paint that picture of him like you have it easy now and you still haven't taken action. So wait until it gets a lot harder. You're probably never going to be able to take action then. So just kind of like creating a bit of urgency with him. Again, being direct with him and saying as it is, that is life at the end of the day. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, you're 24, well, you can stay with your parents till you're 26. It's not the case, right?
okay, that makes sense. Where do you want to be at? Where do we want to get you to in the next like 4 to 6 months?
So now I'm trying to like understand his goals so I can sort of future pace him, kind of thing. So understand how much he wants to make, to surface where he wants to be in life and so on.
As in terms of like financially.
Financially, anything else? Like, yeah, where do you want to be at?
Probably should have been more specific, like where does he want to be financially, and then obviously probed more into it. But yeah, just asked it that way.
Just in terms of financially, I'd say like I'd probably just want to be making more than what I'm making right now, which is like probably just under 4K a month. But I probably wanted to, even maybe if that was like an extra 1,000 a month,
Yeah.
and I had like one main source of income that was reliable and I could work on my own terms, then I can be completely happy just doing that and working my 2 jobs, and
Yeah, for sure. So 5K per month then, let's call it.
So obviously he said realistically the money thing for him is not the like main thing. It's the time, right? He would rather like work and have one thing and make 5K per month than to work 2 jobs and make 4K and whatever it is. So yeah, obviously that's solidified in my head then. This is the time thing as well, which is good because I've probed a lot on it. I've been hard on it throughout the call.
But obviously then with that, you're not working 60, 120, 240 hours a month, right? You're working a lot less hours, but in the same or more, if anything.
Yeah.
Okay, 5K per month. And what's the big.
So building that gap, like having him understand, right, you can make 5K a month now, not working, 60-hour week, 240 hours over the month. You can make the exact same, but working less, but also now have the ability to travel anywhere. Also, work remotely, have your own schedule, be your own boss. So just building this gap essentially.
Big goal you want? Like, what's that big end outcome essentially? Like, what's the number you've always wanted to hit?
Probably to become like to be happy and do whatever I want, probably like 15,000 maybe or 20,000.
What's Scottish? Do you have your own currency?
No, it's the same as England. Yeah.
So is it
Sponsi, I knew that. I was just trying to be like, like gullible kind of thing, like play into his thing. Like I'm just genuinely curious. Do you know what I mean? I should have probed more then. Again, though, looking back, like probably be happy. Like that's a strong word. Like he's clearly not happy now. So probably should have probed more back on there. But again, I feel like I had him anyway. But yeah.
You know exactly what to do. So that's the first stage. It's just mapping out the next, so July, August, September, and so on for you, and how we're going to scale you essentially. From there, then you have 2 sections. You have the coaching, and then.
So basically, go into the pitch more or less. Basically go into the pitch now. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I'll run you through what we do. Essentially.
Yeah, so basically going to the pitch. I feel like I had him. Feel like I know where we get him to. Obviously, I asked a bit like how much he wants to make and stuff, so I can sort of do like a parables when I pitch, like to like previous students and so on. But yeah, I don't really like to go like the sort of like, are you committed now to making a change kind of thing? Because I feel like everyone does it, and I feel like it's like no one does that in a normal conversation. Like you're not sat there with someone, with your friend, and you're like, yeah, so who's responsible now for you to do this? Are you committed to doing this, that? Like, there's ways to ask it, but I just think here was no point. I know he's committed. I know exactly what he wants. So I just basically rolled into like sort of the pitch, essentially, right? Like, yeah, look, I'll run you through essentially how he helps in terms of coaching and so on. And then I went heavy on the guidance, because obviously you mentioned that earlier on. So heavy on the roadmap, the coaching, and so on. So moved into that. And then obviously I'll show you. So that's only 12 minutes into the call as well. So you can sort of imagine, like, obviously when I first started, my calls were taking like an hour and 5 minutes. But it's like, that's kind of simple. Just understand like what you need to hit in every call, like the certain points you need, and then you can just move on swiftly, right? You don't need to be sat on the call for an hour. So that took me 12 minutes and 44 to get pretty much everything I wanted. Then obviously the pitch will take me like maybe 10 minutes, maybe a bit less. And then obviously I'll drop price as well. What did this take? I think this call took about 40 minutes. Just reason being, obviously I had to take payment and stuff, so it takes a bit longer. But off this one call then, made $400, right? So you can sort of see, in 40 minutes you've made $400, right? You can sort of see then, if you have 4 or 5 of these calls a day, how much money you can actually make within high ticket sales, high ticket closing. But I'll run you through like me collecting obviously payment, just to see as well he closed. So you can sort of see that as well. I'll go before I drop price, sorry. So this is just me getting like sort of like buy-in, like he's still there.
Essentially, completely.
Top man. Do you feel aligned? Do you feel like we can help you? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, you can help me, like, just give me the right guidance and mentorship, and just if I'm doing anything wrong, you just could say that, and yeah, just anything I'm not doing 100% right, if that's like coming down to like the step.
As well as being like confident, like you can obviously see I'm not reading a script. Like obviously at the start when I first started, I had to, because I didn't know what to do. But as you go time on, like the confidence, the way I'm talking to him, I'm being direct to him, I'm showing him exactly what's what and so on. So it goes a mile. Like they can feel the conviction. They can feel like I'm actually trying to, I'm trying to give it to them, but in not in a nice way, but in a direct way that's actually going to help them essentially.
Ethic of marketing, like going into businesses, or if I'm doing my own agency kind of thing, then you can just point me in the right direction. That's it. Mm-hmm.
For sure. And then obviously that's 50% about, right? You believe we can help you. The other 50% is yourself. Like, do you believe in your own ability to succeed and like make it work as well?
Now this is so strong. I can't remember who I got this from. I seen it from someone. I think it's an American guy. I can't actually remember. But it's so powerful, right? Because most people in the space will ask like, okay, do you feel like we can help? Like I can help him, right? Now that's good. However, if I ask him, does he have confidence in himself, his own ability? Now it doesn't look like it's all about us and we're like just trying to sort of get his money. It's like, right, we actually care about you. I want to know, are you confident in yourself paired with us to make this work? So it's so strong. I love asking that question. So yeah, shout out whoever I've seen it from. But
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why? Why?
I think obviously get him to probe why. Why is he confident?
Because I've seen so many like young guys doing it and stuff like that, and like if like I know not everybody's doing it, but like from the people that are doing it, like everybody said to them that they couldn't do it, and then like over like probably less than a year they've made it,
Yeah.
like making a decent amount of money. Like I wouldn't say like making like 15K, 20 grand per month is like a stupid amount of money, but is a really good amount of money to be making for yourself on your own terms and like working the least amount of hours.
There's that balance in it between like making decent money, but also you have flexibility as well. Like you have, like you don't have to work certain days. You can book certain days all and so on. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's good then.
So yeah, again, like he just literally explained to himself, like now in his head, he's like 15, 20K per month. It's not even that much. Like obviously based off everything I've showed him and stuff, like he's now has the full capabilities and he has the confidence. Like, right, 50% is us putting the work in for him, and the other 50% is him being confident in himself, showing up every day and actually making it work, and having the standards, like we talked earlier on in the call, to match basically where he wants to be and showing up every day with it. So yeah, again, that just shows obviously dividends of why I sort of ask the 50-50 question, like, do you believe we can help, and do you obviously believe in yourself that you can help as well? So look, that's 23 minutes in, and then if I find the price for it.
Top man. Is that something you want to do? 100% sure?
Yeah, 100%, yeah. Mm-hmm.
100%? 150%?
I believe, yeah. I believe.
Let's go, man, let's go.
So obviously I drop price, and then like I'm asking him, are you sure you want to do it? He said, yeah. And then I ask him again, are you 150% sure? A lot of people, I feel like, are like not scared to ask it, but like if they say yeah once, they're like, all right, quick, I'll send payment link, because they don't know if they've got the deal. But I know with this guy, the call we've had with him, the standard I'm trying to hold him to, that he is, going to close, right? So I'm confident in asking, like, are you 150% sure you want to do it? I've asked him 3 times and he's said yes every single time, right? And I know as well, someone like him, he's going to do well inside the mentorship that I've obviously sold him into. because of his attitude now and the conversation we've had. So powerful stuff. But it's very good.
Right.
So obviously wait for payment now. I know he's doing it as well because he's on his phone.
Stuff. Right. Right. Yeah. That's right. You're set up mine anyway.
There we go.
So I'm saying I'm set up on his end. So I'm just waiting for him to literally pay now. What's that? 30 minutes into the call. Obviously no objections.
Where's he from?
Just quite good, yeah.
Exactly where he came from. I can't remember where he came from.
Now this is good stuff, right? Asking them like, okay, like obviously he's from Scotland, where are you from Scotland? Like asking him about his name, like, you know, where's that from and stuff. Reason being as well, people like, especially when he's making the payment, I don't want to think about like spending the money, I want to think about other things. And people love to like speak about themselves, especially me, right? I'm an egotistical kid. So yeah, like this guy, for example, asking him like where in Scotland you're from and so on. Like I can't remember the last time I went there, and those little things, right? The, again, like people want to talk about themselves, so you just ramble on, and then while he's there, he's not even like thinking about the payment. Okay.
And do you got Telegram as well?
Yeah, I've got Telegram through, yeah.
Sweet.
Let's come through.
How are you getting on when you're done?
Yeah, I've just done that, yeah.
All gone through, yeah?
Yeah, I've gone through, yeah.
Right, send me a screenshot of that just so I can see if John was AFA right now. Oh, you fucker.
I thought he left, but he accidentally swiped off. So let me just think.
I can't find it if he signs out, but he's not fucking answering.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. I'll just send you WhatsApp.
As
Yeah,
well,
that's
be yourself.
It's got like a different area code there.
I feel like people are too like sat up with a polo shirt on, like thinking that like once you know what you're doing, you can just like, you know, you can swear and like I'm not saying to do it all the time, but like when you're confident on calls and stuff, you know exactly what you're doing. Like
Just a normal
be
number.
yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, I've just got this also.
Yeah. No, that's sweet.
Just send.
Yeah, I've sent the...
Top man. Right, that's you, sweet. Right, let me set you up. So check your email. So the one.
So obviously you just sent me the screenshot of the payment gone through. The reason being is because of the Monzo, but the person was away, so I couldn't like check with them. So I just had to get him to screenshot with me essentially. But yeah, call done. $400 made, like that. Took me 34 minutes essentially. Obviously a bit longer with like onboarding him and stuff. What's that? Like 41 minutes. That's like I think it was like 43 minutes, 42 minutes altogether. But yeah, so that's basically how I do my calls, how I take my sales calls, and how I sort of break them down, structure it. Be confident, have some conviction, guide the prospect through sort of making a change and helping him realize, like, you know, if I was too nice to him, he probably would have went on for another 2 years doing the exact same thing he's doing now. And ultimately, for the standards he has for himself, it's not going to get him to where he wants to go. So there's no point to me continually, you know, trying to sugarcoat it with him and then not helping him. Like me, I've actually helped him there make a change, and obviously he's going to come inside the program now and absolutely smash it. So yeah, any questions? Obviously, put them in the sort of comment section. And yeah, that's my sales call.